you want to come to Canada, you have to pay the agency because you have the employer. But that's not how it works. The employer already paid the agent to do the processing. Sometimes the agent, the agencies, the consultant, or I don't know, immigration lawyer will say like, okay, you have to pay. Hello guys, how is everyone out there? My name is Buyucan. I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. You know what? It's almost 9:30 at night and the sun is still up. Okay, so that's how the summer here in Canada. Nice so far. The weather is nice and warm. I'm not going to talk about the weather, guys, okay? But I want to share something with you guys based on my own experience, okay? Some of you guys are asking me, Sarah, can you please do the processing of my application? Can you please give us a job? Can you please find an employer for us here? Okay, disclaimer, I'm not an agency here in Canada, and I don't give job offer to anyone, okay? I just love to share my life reality in Canada, my family vlogs, okay, and to all aspirant immigrants out there, okay? My subscriber from all over the world, and sometimes you message me that you guys already here in Calgary. Welcome to Calgary, guys, and enjoy our summer. So if I were you guys, especially those people who are applying to come here in Canada as visitor visa, instead of paying someone to do it for you, like immigration consultant, immigration lawyer, or any agencies, instead of paying them thousands of dollars, you can save your money and you can do it yourself, okay? If you have time, sit down and read. It's very easy to process on your own. I did it for myself, so you can do it too, okay? Unless if you don't have time, then you can ask like those consultants to do it for you. And if you have enough money, it's fine. But if you want to do it yourself, do some reading, do some research. I know you guys are smart. Go to the official Canada website of canada.ca, visitor visa, okay? Once you see the application, you just follow what are the requirements you're going to attach in your application, okay? And especially those visitor visa, okay? So for the people who are applying for a jobs here in Canada, you know, to be honest with you guys, because for me, I came here through an agency, right? So it's not easy to find in Canada job bank, indeed.ca, especially when you are outside Canada, okay? Even you are inside Canada, sometimes if you don't know anyone to going to refer you for a job, that direct hire, sometimes it's not easy, guys, okay? But if you know someone who going to refer you for a job is to the manager, it's very easy to get a job here in Canada sometimes, but it depends on how you make your own resume. So if you are one of the aspirant, you want to find a job here, sometimes agency is a big help because that's their job to look for a job for you. But of course you need to pay money. But for the international student, I met lots of international students here in Calgary, and they did it themselves, you know, and they save a lot of money because remember, when you come as an international student, you have to pay your own tuition fee times 3, and at the same time you're allowed to work, but of course you have to pay your rent, your food, like, you know, so everything. So you can save more money, at least like 5 to 10,000 at least, for paying an agent to do it for you guys, okay? So if you are an international student, go and do your own research. Go to Google, guys, and look for a designated school here in Canada. Designated means that if you graduated to this certain school, immigration is okay for an open work permit for that, because some are private school here in Canada are accepting international students, but they are not designated like okay for a work permit, and by the end they graduated, they have to go back in their countries because they are not qualified to apply for a work permit visa, okay? And that's too bad because some schools are taking advantage also for those international students. Oh my goodness sake. You can do it yourself, do it yourself. But yeah, international student, a visitor visa. Remember guys, when you are applying or you are a visitor visa, you can convert your visit visa into a work permit visa, right? The reason why I said do it yourself, because, you know, some immigration consultants are taking advantage. I don't know why they asking too much money. And well, of course, they are going to sit down and do the paperwork for you for the processing, okay? But like for example, if you are in Canada, or if you are outside Canada, and you are going to apply under a work permit visa, the employer is the one who is going to pay for your LMIA, Labor Market Impact Assessment. And it's not the applicants, okay? The employer is supposed to pay the 1,000 Canadian dollar, the Labor Market Impact Assessment, and that is non-refundable, okay? Sometimes the agency will say to you, okay, I have an employer for you, but the employer doesn't want to pay the 1,000 Canadian dollar, and the employer want you to pay the amount of this money. Sometimes I don't understand, and I don't know if that's exactly, because you never know if, what if, I'm just only thinking, okay, just my thought, okay, and that is the possibility. Those agents who are greedy, those agencies that are greedy, okay, sorry for the agency, but what if the employer, your prospect employer, will pay the 1,000 to the agent, and then the agent will keep the 1,000, and the agent will say, okay, you have to pay the amount of money for the LMIA because your employer doesn't want to involve any amount of money that, for your application. So you have to pay if you really want to come in Canada, or if you really want to have a work permit in Canada. And those are the possibility that the agent can do it to you if you are one of the aspirant immigrants, okay? Oh my gosh, I'm just only guessing, okay, guys? And those are the possibilities. So, if I were you, if you have a prospect employer from the agency, and because the agency, they won't give you the contact number right away to the employer. They don't like that, okay? And it's okay. As long as they will do the processing of your application, and as long as this employer qualified to hire you, and it's okay. The most important, they hire you and you have the work permit so you can stay in Canada, okay? So, or for you to come here in Canada. Just in case that will happen and you arrive to Canada and you ask your employer, are you the one who pay my labor market impact assessment? Did you pay something? Because the employer has the one who responsible to pay this and that. And if the employer will say, yes, we did. And you know what, guys? Oh my gosh. It happened. I have one story, and that's why I'm saying this, because it happened to one company. I'm not going to mention anything, but it happened to one of a guy, and he said they refund the money at the end. Because when they arrived to Canada, and they said like they were surprised because they spent a lot of money. These applicants who arrived to Canada are under work permit visa, but when before they come to Canada, they pay too much money to this agency. And because this agency did like, this is your this you have to pay this. So anyway, when they arrived here in Canada, and they were surprised because they thought like that's a normal, because you want to come to Canada, you have to pay the agency because you have the employer. But that's not how it works. The employer already paid the agent to do the processing, to bring all these people here in Canada, and at the end, the agents are the one who making a lot of money because of my goodness sakes. That's why for me, I swear to God, I don't want to be an agency. Because to be an agency, you don't know, people might hate you, because when you are asking money to do the processing of their application, and if their application didn't go through, or it was not approved by the immigration, because the one who going to approve your application is from the immigration anyway, it's not the agent who process your application, they might end up hating you. They might end up saying like, this lady suck all my money, and we are not approved our paper, our applications. And those are the possibility that it happened. That's why for me, I cannot be an agent. I cannot be, I'm just that's why I love to share all this type of experience and what I hear to some people experience, and I want to share it to people around the world, because then at least you guys are aware. Okay, what else I want to say? I'm talking about, actually, I don't have any notes here. I'm just sitting down here and I want to share something like to you guys, okay? Whatever get into my brain, I just want to share, you know. And it's easy to say because it's your own experience and people experience and share it to you. To tell you the truth, it's not easy to come here in Canada. But once you arrive in Canada, it's like a simple, like, you know, people, you meet different culture, you meet even people who doesn't know how to speak English, but they are in Canada, you know. But some of the requirements, well, anyway, case to case basis, because those people who know English sometimes, because someone is sponsored them to come here in Canada, that's why they don't need to speak English, no education, that's why they are here, right? But for you, you have your own education, you have your own degree, you have your PhD, you need to do all the requirements before to come in Canada. So anyway, so many pathways to come here, okay? You can come visitor visa and their work permit visa, spousal sponsorship visa, you can come business or visa, those rich people, they can open a business in Canada. If you guys do your own research, so many pathways to come here. So anyway, I'm just only giving you a tips and some ideas, okay? So anyway, thank you guys for watching again, and it's getting dark. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. So anyway, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you for my next video. God is good. You guys take care. Bye.